Hi friends, let's take a look at your slides 7. Here we are problem solving with multi-digit multiplication. So here we have word problems that we're going to solve using multiplication with one digit by a larger number. Notice here it is asking for you to show your math. Okay, so if you just put an answer here and didn't show me how you got your answer, whether it's here on the Classkick page or on your own paper that you've taken a picture of, okay, you're not going to get full points. Let's take a look at number 1. Jordan plays basketball for 45 minutes on Monday. He plays 3 times as long on Saturday as he did on Monday. Okay, couple things to take notice of. It says that he played for 45 minutes on Monday. And then we have this key word, 3 times as long. Okay, these key words. Thinking about what this means. We need to find out how many minutes does Jordan play basketball on Saturday. That is what we don't know. That is what we are solving for. Okay, so let's hop over to my whiteboard and work this out together. Okay, so we know that he played for 45 minutes on Monday, and however much time, we don't know, on Saturday he played, it was 3 times as many. So we could take 45 and think, well, 45, if I add this together 3 times, I should get the number of minutes he played on Saturday. Okay, repeated addition. The other way that I can look at this is with their multiplication. We have 45 minutes on Monday, and we are multiplying it by 3. Now we know that we are multiplying 45 by 3 to get a larger answer because it tells us that Saturday he played more time than he did on Monday. Okay, so we know that we have to have an answer that is bigger than 45. So let's use our repeated addition. I've stacked my numbers to show their place. 5, 10, 15. Regroup my 1. 4, 8, 12, plus that 1 is 13. Okay, so he should have played 135 minutes on Saturday. Let's do it with using our multiplication and our area model. I'm going to draw my model. My 1-digit number I'm multiplying by is 3. And then I have a 2-digit number here. I'm going to put this in expanded form. 4 10s and 5 1s. Okay. Remember our steps. Expand, then we multiply. 3 times 40. Well, 3 times 4 is 12, and I'm going to add that 0 to my answer. And then 3 times 5, 15. My third step is to add. So I'm going to add my partial products together, 120 and 15. 120 and 15. 0 plus 5 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then I have a 1 in the hundreds place. So again, I have the same exact answer. Okay, so how much time did he play on Saturday? He played for 135 minutes. You can show me how you solved. Okay, you could show me the area model. You could show me a standard algorithm or repeated addition. Okay, so use question number 1 to help you solve for your next question number 3. It's very similar. Juan had 38 baseball cards in his collection. Evan has 6 times as many cards as Juan. This tells me that Evan is going to have more than Juan. My keyword, 6 times as many. Question, how many baseball cards does Evan have in his collection? This is what we're solving for. Again, show me your math. All right. Number 7 and number 8 were a little bit trickier of questions. Okay, this was probably one of the first times you've been introduced to order of operations. It's not something that we use too much in 4th grade, but it is good practice. So here we have a really, really long equation. 78 times 6 plus 126 minus 3 times 148. Okay, there's a lot going on here. We can see that we're multiplying, adding, and subtracting. So I put this picture over here for you, hopefully to help you. When we have something like this, we have to do the math in order. So we have to first either multiply or divide, going from left to right. Then once we have those answers, then we can add and subtract, again going from left to right. So let's practice this together. Okay, so here's the equation on my whiteboard. What I want you to take a look at are these symbols. And think to myself, what are on either side of these symbols? Okay, so we know that we have to multiply and divide first. Well, on this question, we're not having to do any division, but I do see 2 multiplication symbols. So I want you to think about, well, what are on either side of these multiplication symbols? Right here, I have 78 times 6. And then over here, I have a 3 and then 148. Okay, so I'm going to take these and group them and solve for these first. Let's start with 78 times 6. I'm going to use the area model method to solve for these multiplication problems. Okay, so let me draw my model. All right, I have a 1-digit 6. I'm multiplying it by a 2-digit number. So remember our steps: expand, multiply, add. 78 in expanded form is 70 and 8 once. Okay, let's do our math. So if we ask ourselves, what is 6 times 70? We can think to ourselves, what is 6 times 7? 6 times 7 is 42, and I can add that 0 to my answer. So 6 times 70 is 420. Now I want to think to myself, what is 6 times 8? And that is 48. Now that I've multiplied, I'm going to add my partial products. 420, I'm adding it to 48. 2 plus 4, 6, and then drop down that 4. Okay. So now this answer here is going to replace this part of our big equation. Okay, but let's move on and do our math for this one. Again, I'm going to use my area model method for this one. My 1-digit number is a 3, and then this time I have a 3-digit number. So expanding that, I have 8 ones, 4 tens, and 1 group of 100. Let's do our math. 3 times 100, 3 times 1 is 3, add 2 zeros. 3 times 40, 3 times 4 is 12, add 1 0, and 3 times 8. Okay. Now, our next step is to add. So now we're going to add our partial products. 300 plus 120 plus 24. Remember that you can pause this video at any time to give yourself time to work this out on your own first. Okay. 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our answers to these parts of our multiplication, and we're going to replace this. So let's do that. I'm going to erase this, so if you need to pause the video, please do so. right, so this answer was 468. So I'm going to take this and rewrite this. This was 468, and this answer was 444, right? Okay, I'm going to take the rest of my equation and rewrite it down here. Okay. Now we've done all the multiplication. Now it says to move on to do addition and subtraction. We work from left to right. So on my left is an addition symbol. Okay, so I'm going to do my adding first, and then I'm going to do my subtraction. Now, just like I did up here, I'm going to look at my addition symbol and think, what is on either side of that addition symbol? Okay. Those are what I'm going to add. So let's do that. 468 plus 126. 8 plus 6 is 14. Regroup my 1. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 2 more, 9. And then 4 plus 1 is 5. So just like I did up here, I'm going to take this answer and replace this little bit of my equation. Okay. 594. I'm going to drop down the rest of my equation. Okay. Now I only have one thing left to do. I have to take these and I have to subtract them. So 594, and I'm subtracting 444. Just like with our addition, make sure you stack it to make sure everything's lined up right. 4 minus 4 is 0. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 5 minus 4 is 1. So our final answer to this entire equation up here is 150. All right, let's do the next one together.